Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is Carrie here, and I am back with the video that I've been promising, which is my entire collection from Fidget Go. So this is going to be exciting, because I finally got the rest of my Fidget Go stuff yesterday. I didn't record this video yesterday, because I wasn't feeling too great. So here I am, recording it today. Sorry about my background noise, by the way. It's a bit stormy outside, so yeah, I can't really do much about that. But anyway, so before I get started, I'm going to explain. Let me just move this mic a bit closer. I'm going to explain what Fidget Go is. So Fidget Go is a series of fidgets made by a brand called Toy Mania. And it's basically a whole heap of fidgets related to actual items, such as household appliances, food, dessert, space, and sports equipment. That's the 5 series that I have right now. I do not have the instruments yet because they have not arrived in my country just yet, but I will get those as soon as they come out. So I have most fidgets from each series. So for household appliances, I have the 12. The only one I'm missing is the toaster, and I'm not going to get that one because it's kind of visual, and plus it makes toast go everywhere, so yeah, no thanks. The space, I have all of them except for 2 that I'm missing, which I have not found yet, by the way. And then I have all the food ones, and I have almost all the sport ones. I'm just missing the baseball bat. So we're going to go through all of these. They're in my fidget basket. I have a lot in here. It's literally full. Now, these are in my fidget basket for now, but once I'm done this video, I'm going to take out the ones I don't want and keep the ones I want in here and then add more to my fidget basket. If you guys want to see what's in my fidget basket, I will do a video of that in maybe a few days, hopefully, if I can get a chance to record. So, let's take the lid off that. So they are all in here, to give you an idea. Oops. Here, a whole bunch in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to categorize these. I'm going to pause the recording and come back and show you them category by category. So I will be right back. I'm going to start with household appliances. I am back, and we're going to be doing the household appliances. I was just checking to see if I was recording, and I am. That's good. All right, so I have all the household appliances here that I have. Like I said, I'm just missing the toaster, which I'm not going to get that one. So these are all the ones I'm going to get, unless they make a new series, but I highly doubt that. So we're just going to pick these at random and show them and show what they do. Well, yeah. And I apologize, my radiator is squeaking again. That is not a rat, I promise. Anyway, so the first one here is a fan. Now, most of these only have one function. Some have 2. It really depends. But this is the fan. It only has one thing you can do, but it's still fun. So you basically hold it and you press the bottom and it spins. It's really satisfying. So it spins. It makes that cool sound. But yeah, I really like it. It's kind of like a fidget spinner, but you don't actually spin it yourself. You just press the bottom. So that's cool. We have that. Just put that in there. Next, we have the coffee maker. For anyone who likes coffee, this one's for you. So this is the coffee maker. It is really cute. So this one has 2 things you can do because it's one of the newer ones. So you can turn the top and you can turn this little handle thing. And it has a really crisp sound. I really like it. It's really cool. And it's one of the bigger ones too. So that's really cool. Next, we have a loud one. This is the blender. I've shown this before. It was in one of my previous unboxings from Funky Fidgets. Now, all of these I got from different places. Some I got from a local store. Others I got from Funky Fidgets. So, and then the space ones I got from eBay. So this one's the blender. This one has one thing as well. So you basically press the button and the blades turn. And it has like little beads in it. So it's good for ASMR. And I'm going through these quickly because we have a lot to get through, so let's keep going. Next we have the stove. This one has two functions. You can press the clicker. You can press the clicker and it lights up, which is no use to me, but yeah. And then you can turn the burner. Which is really cool. Next, we have the iron. This one's boring, to be quite honest. It's like a pen top. You just click this. It's good for ASMR, I guess, but it's not that satisfying. So, that's all you can do with that one. Next, we have another one that only has one function. This one's the vacuum cleaner. It also has beads in it. There's only two in this whole series that have beads. So you basically just spin the wheel at the bottom. Now what I like to do is hold it like this, like with my hand over the top, and then I like to rub it along my other palm. So kind of like that. It's kind of boring though, not one of my favorites, but yeah. Next we have the DJ turntable. This one is cool. It only has one thing, but it's still really satisfying to play with. So you just press this button and the scratch wheel spins. So and it like vibrates too, which is cool. So we have that one. Next we have the speaker or boombox, whatever you want to call it. And I have shown this before in a previous video. So it has two buttons on the front that you can press in and out. So perfect for like if you want something that clicks. It's a nice clicker. Next, we have one of my favorite appliances, which is the telephone. Yeah. And this one has two functions. You can move the telephone back and forth. And you can also turn the rotary dial. Oops, that's kind of loud. Hang on. So, you can do two things with this. This is one of my favorite appliances. So, that's pretty cool. Oops. Next is another one of my favorite appliances. This is the lamp. It's really cute. You can obviously play with the clicker, or if you're sighted, you can see it light up. But I use it as a clicker, which is cool. And my favorite part, you can turn the entire body like this. So that's cool. like I said, I'm going through these quickly because there are a lot to get through for this collection. Next is another one of my favorites. This is the hair dryer. The hair dryer is pretty cool. It has a clicker, and it has a thing to spin the front. So that's fun. And then we have one left, which I think this one's my second favorite after the lamp. So, yeah, this is the washing machine. Oops. And what's cool about this, it has little socks inside apparently. You can like, for the sighted people, I can't show you this because I'm not like recording. This is all audio. So, apparently it has little socks inside, like little visual socks. You can open the door, look. Open and close the door. And you can spin the drum with your finger, if you wanted to. Use your finger to spin that. Or, you can close the door and spin it with this little button at the back. Which is what I do, because it's more fun. So we have that. And that is all the household appliances. There are 12 of those. Now we are going to move on to the desserts, because that only has 3. And yeah. I am back with the desserts. So there are only 3 because the rest of the desserts in this series are all the same but different colors. So for example, there is a macaroon, a jello, and an ice cream. The rest of the desserts in that series are all 3 of these, again, but in different colors. And because I'm blind, I don't really need them in different colors. So I only have these 3. That's all I need. So this is the macaroon. It only has one function, but I love it. It's really nice. If you guys know me, you know I love noisy, obnoxious fidgets. So you can, just moving it away from the mic, you can turn the entire thing. So that's the macaroon. Next we have the jello. Apparently it's like a little jello with a cherry on top. Just fixing it. There we go. So let's start with the cherry. Listen to how satisfying this is. It's a little gear stick, or like a little joystick type thing. And then you can turn the entire thing of this too. Of course, it sounds different than the macaroon, but yeah, I love this. It's really good. And finally, we have the ice cream. And according to my brother, this has like a really cute face. Yeah, some of these have like little faces on them. So they're kind of like Squirkies in a way, but not really. And me and my brother did name all these. I can't remember all the names we came up for these now, but some of them I remember, and I'll tell you when I remember a name. I think we called this, I forgot what we called the ice cream. I don't know. But this is the ice cream. It has like a little slice of lemon on top, and that spins. It's so satisfying, look. That's what it sounds like when you spin it. And then, of course, as per, you can turn that. So, those are the desserts. Now we're going to move on to the snack, or the food section, which has 10, and I have all 10 of them. So, this series has been completed as well. So, let's move on to the food/snacks section. I am back with the food range. So, we're going to pick random as per. So, this is the avocado. This one only has one function. And it's one of those infinity... Let me just fix the mic. There we go. It's one of those infinity kind of fidgets. So, this is the avocado. You can turn the shell. I don't know if it's called the shell or what, but you can turn this side. Like, keep flicking it so that it shows the seed. You can turn the seed. I guess that's the second function, but not really. But and then you can just turn this whole thing. It's like infinite. But that's what you can do with that. Next, we have the soda cup. Now, this is one of my favorite series. It has a few of my favorite in here. So, this is the soda cup. And it has like a piece of ice that you can flick. And it's spring-loaded. So, the straw comes in and out. Which is cool. Or you can push the straw with your hand, obviously. You can do it manually or automatic, whatever you wish. But that's that one. Next, we have the pizza. Sorry about that. We have the pizza. And this is really cute. So it has two functions. It has little buttons. They're kind of silent, sort of. And then it has this little thing on the side that slides up and down. Which is very, very much satisfying. So we have that. Next, we have the hot dog. This is one of my favorites. It's really cool. You basically turn the sausages like this. You can turn them one by one or all together, which is what I like to do. So there's that. Next we have the chocolate bar. This is one of my least favorite ones in the series because you can only do one thing, and that's click these 3 buttons. I suppose it's a good clicker if you're into that sort of thing. I like clickers, don't get me wrong, but this sort of clicking, I mean, it's okay, but yeah, it's alright. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I wish it had more on it. So, there's that. Next, we have the taco. This one's cool. I actually showed you guys this one before in my Christmas video. For the people that didn't watch that, you basically just turn all these wheels. It's very satisfying. It's a good massage thing too. So we have the taco, that's that. Next we have the corn, which I have also shown you in the Christmas video. Go back and watch that if you haven't already. Oops. Just fix the face because it's kind of messed up. There we go. So this is the corn. This is one of my favorites. You basically just turn all these. You can turn a bunch at the same time. Like, it's a whole bunch of different layers. So that's cool. If you haven't watched my Christmas video, go back and watch that because it has cool stuff in it. And, of course, the French fries. Sorry, I was just picking those up. I want to show you next because I already showed you these in a previous video too. In the Christmas video, of course, because I got all 3 of these for Christmas. The corn, the French fries, and the taco. This is the French fries. You can basically push the French fries in and out of the little box. And I love this one because the click is just satisfying. It's just a very satisfying click. Next we have the watermelon slice. This is a watermelon slice. It has 2 functions. Buttons. And then this little thing on the side, which slides. So this one's kind of like the pizza. Yeah, it's fun. Next, and last but not least in this series, we have the burger. This one has buttons, which has which is basically sesame seeds. And then you can turn the entire body. So that is the food series done. We have 2 series left. We have sports and we have space. We're going to do sports first and then space last because space is currently my favorite series at the moment. So let's move on to sports equipment next. And we are back for the sports section. So we have 10 of these. The only one I'm missing is the baseball bat. So these are the ones I do have of this series. Let me just fix the mic because it keeps falling. So we're going to pick these out at random. So the first one I picked here, this is the, how do you pronounce this word? Badminton? Yes, sorry guys. The badminton. And this only has one function. It's really small. It's really cute. So you can turn the top of this. What I like about this is you can cover the bottom half to make different kind of sounds. Like, watch. So that's pretty cool. That makes up for the missing function. So that's the badminton. Next we have the surfboard, and this is another spring one. So we basically hold it with one hand and then use your right hand, or depending on what handed you are, but and then use your other hand to flick this. Just so satisfying to do. So we have that. Next we have my favorite, well, one of my favorites from the sports. This is the unicycle or bicycle. Now this has been labeled as a bicycle, but it only has one wheel. So we've called it the unicycle, me and my brother. So you basically, it's like the fan. You basically hold it and you press the button at the top and the wheel spins. Now, what I like to do is hold it upside down. Oopsies, that was an accident. I lost grip of the thing, but it's fine. So I like to hold it upside down like this. And it spins faster and it makes a noise, which is really cool. Oops. So if you want it to be a bit quieter, spin it normally. But if you want it a little bit louder, you hold it upside down. Next we have the skateboard on a ramp. This has 2 functions. So it has like a little spinning wheel in the back. And then it's spring loaded. So you basically push the skateboard and it springs back. So really fun. So we have that. Next we have golf clubs. This one only has one thing, which is a bit sad, but whatever. It's a clicker. Which, I mean, it's okay, but I have better clickers. I just do it with my thumb. So we have that. Next we have the canoe, which is my favorite after the my favorite in the series of sports. The unicycle was my second favorite. This one's my first favorite because it has 3 functions. So it has buttons, and the buttons actually have like little bumps on them, so it's extra tactile input. I like. Then it has the sails, which you can, oops, it's loud. which you can turn. And it has 2 of these. So, and then the third function is you can actually push these up and down. So that's really cool. This is the only one I think that has 3 functions. Actually, no. There's another one that does, but we'll get to that. Next, we have the tennis racket. My brother loves this one. It's one of those infinite spinning thingies. It has a ball in the middle, so you can spin the ball. Or you can spin the whole thing like that. And what's cool about this is you can blow in it. Watch. Oh. To make it spin faster. See? Extra fun. My brother figured that one out. Next, we have the basketball, which is in a little hoop. So cute. And this one is like the fan. You press the bottom, and the basketball spins. So that's cool. Rollerblades. This is the next one. It's a rollerblade. So it has 2 functions. The wheels on the bottom. They spin, which I find very satisfying. And then it has a nice clicker. Sounds a little bit different than the others. So it sounds a bit crisper, listen. So we have that. And then we have one left in the sports, which is the biggest one. Let me just fix. Oops. Sorry about that. My foot was falling asleep because I was sitting on the floor. Well, I am sitting on the floor to record this. So my foot kind of fell asleep and I had to fix it. So this is the football. The football one. It's basically a football and a net. So basically it's a spring. You can either press the football with your hand or you can press the button. So it's a nice clicker. It's very nice. I love the sound of this. It's very nice. So that is all the sports ones. Now there's one more series left, which is the space. So we're going to get to that next. And we are back finally for the last series. This is the space one. The space series. And this is my favorite series because all of these fidgets are really satisfying. Not because of the actual theme itself. I'm not really that big into outer space. It's just the fidgets themselves seem to be the best ones. So this first one is actually my favorite fidget go in the entire group. Like in the entire thing. This is a spaceship. And it is really cool. This is a spaceship. So it has 2 functions. It has this spinner. But it also has a really cool thing. It has like this spring-loaded button set. So there's a button on each end. You press that and the top pops up. Then you press the top back in. And you basically keep doing that. It's like a really good spring-loaded thing. But it's so satisfying. Not just the sound, not just the click, but the actual feel of it. I can't explain. But hopefully you guys can enjoy the sound. Anyway, here we go. So that is that one. My favorite in the whole thing. In all the series. Next is another one of my favorites. This is a satellite. Now this actually came in pieces, which is interesting. My brother helped me put it together, so yeah. Thank you to him, even though he probably won't be watching this, but thank you. So this has 3 functions. Like I told you before, I'd get to it when I got to it, and I have gotten to it. This is the satellite. The top turns. You can turn these like little cards. There's 2 of these. You can turn these little cards. They're like little rectangular plastic pieces. You can turn those. And also, giant joystick at the bottom. So that is cool. So that's the 3 things on that. Really fun. Next we have Bob. Bob. This is the space dragon, Bob. Me and my brother named him. He has 3 functions. Well, 2/3. It depends. So this is a dragon shaped one. It's like a space dragon, I guess, with eyes on the top of his head. So his eyes, if you press his eyes, his wings go up and down. Now, you can also spring load these by pushing them with your fingers. So that's a second function, if you could call it that. And it also has 2 winders on the sides. So that's 3 functions. This is Bob. This is my brother's favorite one out of the entire group. So that's Bob. Next we have George. Where are you, George? I thought that was George, but it's not. Hang on. Here he is. I found George. This is George the astronaut. Don't know why I named him this, but I named this one. Me and my brother were just being random today, and we just named every single one of these. Although I have forgotten most of their names at this point, but whatever, because we were just being silly. So this is George the astronaut. This has 3 functions as well. So yeah, the face turns. So you can turn this, which is not my favorite part, but whatever. Then the little communicator / walkie-talkie turns, which of course is noisy and obnoxious, and I love it. And it has a winder at the bottom, which I like to do with my thumb, because, yeah. And then we have this one. This is a rocket ship. And it has 3 boosters at the bottom. This has 2 functions. The top has a button, little clicker. And then the whole thing turns. So, yeah. We have that. Next we have the robo vehicle. This has 2 functions. The wheels spin, which are a bit squeaky. I don't know how you would. And then a spring-loaded, very satisfying spring-loaded button. So yeah, it's that. And then we have 2 left. We have Saturn, which is a planet. This one has 2 things to do. It has a ball in the middle, which you can spin. And then it has like a spinner. You can hold this and spin that. Oh, it has 3 actually. And then you can turn this part at the top here. So that's fun. Last but not least, actually no, there's 2 left. Sorry guys, I missed one there. I'll do this one last. So next we have a robot with triangular wheels. Don't know why it has triangular wheels, but whatever. This is the robot. And it has 2 functions. Well, 1 function if you count. It has 2 wheels that spin, but They're very satisfying sound. So we have that. Last but certainly not least, this is one of my favorites. We have the meteorite. So this is basically like a flame with a piece of coal in the middle, apparently. So this piece of coal is the thing that does all the work here. So you can hold the flame and you can slide this piece of coal. But you can also twist the piece of coal. So it has two things you can do. And that is all of my fidget goes. Let me just put this bag back. Oops. Anyway. So what's gonna happen now is I'm going to keep all those fidget goes in that drawstring bag because that's where they're going to stay so that I can keep them all together. Then later I'm going to go through that bag, keep the ones that I want to keep in my sensory basket, keep the ones I don't want to keep in that bag, and then pick other stuff to go in my sensory basket. So if you guys want to see what's in my sensory basket, that video will be coming up within the next few days. So yeah, that is that. I hope you enjoyed this special video, and I will be back for the next video very soon. See you guys soon. Peace.